Welcome to Waterloo SMIS. We are a platform that aims to provide awareness on the topic of social media interaction through the internet. Follow us on our journey by staying connected with our social media platforms. Each interview reflects on the experiences from an individual with their online interaction encounters through social media. These interviews are made to showcase a variety of different perspectives when interacting with other users via the internet.
My name is Annie. I'm 20 years old from Bulgaria and I'm currently looking for a job. Well, I mainly just play games and then I browse a lot of Reddit as well. Discord, not as much. Like, I use it only for friends that I already know. I don't really participate in any of the big servers on Discord. But the main things are just video games, Reddit. I watch a lot of videos on YouTube as well.
Okay.
That's pretty much all I do. Sad life.
I guess another thing we have is, do you consider the people that you talk to online to be your friends?
Yes, definitely. I actually find it way easier to connect to people over the internet than in real life, which is quite weird. I think. It's just easier for me to talk to people online.
Do you think that talking to online friends is a safe thing to do, and have you ever felt emotionally reliant on an online friend?
Um, what do you mean safe thing to do? I don't think there's anything dangerous about talking to anyone online. Um, Depending on what you're talking about, obviously. But I've relied on a lot of online friends for sure, especially when there's something troubling me. I would always just text them or, like just call them on Discord and talk to them about it. I've had a lot of friends that actually just check up on me and see if I'm fine and everything, which I think is really sweet actually.
I
Oh
guess.
yeah, I guess it could be kind of dangerous because of that, dude. There's some people that, especially towards women on the internet, just get very obsessed. Um, like that. I knew a guy that's 35 years old. I met him when I was 18, and I played maybe 3 or 4 games with him, and he's been stalking me for the past 2 years. Um, he would just stalk all of my accounts and message me on Twitch, try and add me on Epic. Like every time I block him, he just makes another account and starts spamming me again, which is kind of forcing me to make another username and change all of my accounts because I really don't want him to know who
Yeah.
I am. I don't want him to just follow me all the time.
Yeah, that's super fucking weird.
Yeah, I know. He actually hasn't said anything for like about a month, which is it's nice, but he's had longer periods of time where he would just be silent. So I'm still kind of on edge about it. But I find it kind of sad that you know there's on the internet. Unfortunately, there's nothing you can actually do to block someone from talking to you. They can just make another account, and unless you change your account, then they can just continue. And I find it kind of sad that I have to change my whole username, but I mean it's something that has to be done, I guess, at this point. I mean, I don't tell anyone my real name anymore because he's been like he knows my actual real name, like my full name.
Oh.
Um yeah, like first, middle, and last name. He knows all of it.
Oh.
So I'm not going to change it because of him, obviously, but it definitely freaks me out because he found out where I live, as in like
Oh,
not
that's super fucking weird.
specific coordinates, but he knows the city that I live in as well. And I doubt that he's going to actually do anything, but just the fact that he's went so far, kind of scares me in a way.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Um,
Yeah.
like how do you know how like he found out, or like?
Well, there's I made a post about how I saved my dog on Reddit, and this big website asked me if they can use the story and ask me a few questions, and I answered, and they asked me what my name is, and I stupidly gave them my full name,
Oh,
and it's kind of linked to my username.
right.
So he just googled my username, found that, and then found my Facebook and everything. I had to delete my Facebook because of him.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah, I mean, I have a new one, but you know.
yeah. I mean,
um
those sort of things you shouldn't just like find them. Like, usually you ask the person, and I don't know
yeah,
if they
yeah.
feel comfortable with that, then they share that with you.
The thing with him is that he is extremely aggressive about it as well, and I know that he's trying to manipulate me hardcore because when he was younger, apparently he got in a like a he got hit by a truck,
Oh,
and he's been home pretty much his whole life.
oh
He
wow.
got paid enough to be taken care of for the rest of his life, but he has no actual real friends. And I think that um, because of the things that he's told me when he was trying to get me to talk to him again, was that I was the only person that was actually nice to him and actually trying to like get him to do something with his life and things
Yeah.
like that. And at first I felt really bad, but then you know I
Yeah.
don't like I understand that what he wants from me is something I can't really give him, but he doesn't understand that. So I had to block him and then just started making new accounts. I don't actually use social media. Um, as in I have Facebook, but I only really have it to chat to my mom and like my family.
Right. Okay.
Um, social media, like I can very easily make a new Discord. It doesn't really bother me. I'll just add everyone again. Twitter, I don't have. I mean, I have a Twitter account that's linked to my Twitch account, but um, I don't mind making a new Twitch account, so I don't mind making a new Twitter account either.
Right. Guess that makes
Like
sense.
I've kind of accepted it at this point, so I'm quite okay with it. Like my Twitch account isn't really that popular either way. Like I would get only like 5, 6 people watching me, so I don't think I will lose anything at this point.
Okay. But still, that's really like terrible that I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the first person to do that kind of stuff. Like get obsessed and possessive, especially.
Yeah.
Um, I've
Like,
had a lot of guys do that.
oh really?
Yep.
Like, is that something that's
Mm.
common, do you think?
Well, I have a friend who's had a girl become obsessed with him. So I wouldn't say it's exclusive to girls, but um, I think that most guys who play video games are, that stereotype of they don't really speak to females that much. You know, I feel like when they find a girl that likes anime and that plays video games, that at that point where I had like pink hair, especially, everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, you're such a waifu," and I'm like,
God.
"Yeah, it's very cringy actually." But they kind of just go, hard eyes. They lose all their shit because it's like their favorite character out of that anime that they've been looking for their whole life just came to life. Um, but it's not only guys that are mean. There's a lot of girls that are actually way worse than guys. I've had experiences with girls who are, I don't even know what to call them. Girls who are the only girl in a group of people, of men. And when I join, they just get really possessive over their boys.
Yeah.
Like if someone laughs at a joke that I make, they will just berate me and try and put me down and stuff like that. Um, I've definitely had one girl that was really really into the whole attention thing.
Right.
She would flirt with everyone, and just the fact that they would pay attention to another girl just really hurt her, I guess. Um, she thinks that that's all she's really good for. At
Right.
least
Yeah.
that's what I thought it was. Mm, it's kind of weird. I don't even know where that comes from. I can't really think of why it happens, but a lot of people are just very jealous on the internet. I guess I mean, I could understand because there's also a lot of people that are, as you said, like lonely that are on the internet. Um, and I can kind of understand. So I think that's also a big part of the whole thing, right?
Yeah. In what way do you think interacting with people, friends online, is like different than um, in real life? In that like,
Oh, in many ways,
yeah,
I prefer speaking to people online actually instead of in real life because I can be more calm about it. Like I can relax because there's no one watching me. Um, I can just sit slouched in my chair and talk about whatever I want. And it's kind of, I feel like in most cases the internet is more anonymous, so people are more um, open to actually speaking everything that they think.
right,
And I
yeah,
think that's really interesting. Like it could definitely make some interesting conversations that a lot of people would be too ashamed to speak of, like in real life with people. Um, which that's why I like the internet and internet friendships because it's way more open. Because people aren't as scared of, offending someone or I don't know, seeming like they have like a controversial opinion or anything like that. I kind of like the first question about like is speaking to people online kind of dangerous, right?
yeah,
um I think there's obviously ways that it could be dangerous, but I think that also having online friends can be something really beautiful, I guess. You can meet up with them. I've had, as I said, a lot of friends that just randomly check up on me and make sure that I'm fine, how I'm doing, all of that shit. Oh shit,
no, it's not a big
I'm
deal.
sorry.
It doesn't matter. I think it makes the video like more natural. So like
Okay.
that sort of stuff.
But yeah, I think that it's really nice to have online friends. It's as I said, more freeing, and you can. You have to be careful, obviously, if you're especially if you're meeting someone online. But I think that it's a really nice thing. So yeah, that's all I guess.
Okay.
Subscribe to PewDiePie. Don't add that in.